he or she gives the remaining time to me. So I speak on my stand and his or her stand.
Your stand. ठीक है?
So I can speak like I am UK.
Yes.
And I support this country.
नहीं, you don't even need to support that country.
कुछ भी बोलो.
वो टाइम तुम्हारा हुआ. Simple.
शुरू करें बात से डेलीगेट ऑफ 80 यस ठीक है 92 yes yes start
Thank you, EP, for the recognition. Greetings, everyone. I am the delegate of INFINIA. It collaborated closely with the United States and other partners in its international counter-terrorism efforts in 2022. Domestically, it aggressively investigated and prosecuted terrorist suspects and regularly deployed foreign nationals for terrorism-related security reasons. It used ANDO's strategic direction South Hub as a bomb to connect ANDO allies with partners and institutions in North Africa, the Middle East, Sub-Saharan Africa, and the Sahel to promote dialogue and stability. Italian law enforcement have the capacity to detect and deter terrorist activities, links, and association within its borders. Authorities employ those who are capable enough to counter terrorist recruitment, radicalization, to violence, and networking. Law enforcement agencies and intelligence services coordinate their efforts and meet regularly to review terrorist threats and share information. The Italian government continued to make use of the 2005 legislation, facilitating the detention of terrorist suspects and producers who for expelling non-citizen suspects of endangering national security.
how do you like to use your time
How much time is left?
45 seconds
Then
so I move on to the delegate of Canada
Thank you, Honorable Chair, for the recognition. This is the Delegate of Canada. As I am here today to address one of the most pressing issues, counter-terrorism efforts with special emphasis on anti-recruitment strategy and cross-border movement. Canada is not immune from terrorism. Canada believes in the importance of international cooperation in combating terrorism. It actively participates in UN efforts, supports resolution aimed at same issue, and advocates for collaborative approaches to address global security challenges. Recognizes the role of communities in preventing and counter-terrorism. Canada supports the solution to the root causes of terrorism. We must invest in education, economic development, and community engagement so that we can lessen the lure of negative emotion and create a safer world for future generations by making more valid principles. Thank you.
how do you like to use your time
I need my time with another delegate
delegate yes
of UK.
delegate of 50 you have 20 seconds
Yeah, so I would like to emphasize upon the preventive measures for cross-border movement and anti-recruitment strategies. First of all, we need to maintain a proper and sturdy bilateral relation with different countries by sharing the strategies and the route patterns of suspected individuals and terrorist threats between the intelligence agencies of different countries, and then by conducting joint operations between countries to make the threat go away, and lastly by using international sanctions on these terrorist organizations to eliminate the threat. Thank you.
thank you all right next the delegate of Morocco what happened motion
chair and fellow delegates. I, the delegate of Morocco, stands before you to address the pressing issue of counterterrorism efforts with special emphasis on anti-recruitment strategies and cross-border movement. Morocco is an incredibly beautiful country. To effectively tackle this issue, we propose CPE strategy developed in addition to countering radicalization to violence and oversight of the religious faith. To counter what it views as religious extremes, we promote an interpretation of Malay Ishari school of Sunni Islam. We boost good securities and the government prioritize students' safety to ensure a safe and enjoyable trip. We advise to female travelers to dress modestly. All nations must work together for a peaceful and sustainable solution. We are thank you.
Thank you. How do you like your time? How do you think? You can take 2 questions. Another delegate. Which delegate?
Sweet.
Sweden. Okay. Sweden will be 30 seconds.
Sweden has implemented various measures to prevent terrorism, and it believes that with the time of change, the strategies need to change too. So the first national strategy against terrorism was adopted in 2008. Then it was evolved and changed again in 2012 and updated again in 2015. Since that time, the threat from violent extremism and terrorism has become all the more complex and difficult to counter. So, Sweden brings a national policy which is went towards
Delegate of USA, United States of America.
Esteemed delegates and distinguished members of the EB, recent data from the Global Terrorism Index underscores the urgent need for coordinated actions in combating terrorism and addressing cross-border movement. Since 2000, over an increase in 250% has been seen in terrorism and cross-border movement. Last year alone, over 25,000 fatalities were reported. Extremist groups such as ISIS and Al-Qaeda have capitalized on relative weak border controls to establish transitional networks in facilitating recruitment, arms smuggling, and attack planning. Moreover, intelligence reports reveal a concerning trend of foreign fighters crossing borders to join terrorist organizations in conflict zones such as Middle East, Afghanistan. These individuals often return home with radicalized and equipped with combat experiences, posing a significant security threat. In response, the US has adopted a multifaceted approach, enhanced border surveillance technologies, including the biometric screening, behavior monitoring, etc. They have been deployed to detect and deter illicit cross-border activities. Additionally, the US has prioritized bilateral and multilateral partnerships. However, addressing the root cause of radicalization is imperative. Socioeconomic marginalization, political losses, and ideological interpretation must be tackled to undermine the appeal of terrorism and prevent the radicalization of vulnerable individuals. Thank you.
Thank you. That's your time. Please sit down. I'll be taking more leaves for the GSL now. Once again, next sequence of that, do you want to add anything?
Delegates, the reply sheets you guys are sending, they are not in proper format. अभी तक जितने भेजे गए, I have marked them all. But अब अगर नहीं होंगे तो I won't. I am writing the format again for the reply. It is same, just add the reply on top, to, from, and by email. See, from your content, after reading the whole content, I can identify कि आप क्या context है और किसने किसको लिखा है. But अगर to, from मुझे नहीं दिखेगा तो मुझे सुनने नहीं आएगा. Honestly. So please make sure.
Okay, so right now, do you want to speak? I want to say something. Yeah.
The redaction has to be written in another sheet or the same.
Another. Definitely writing in another sheet. Also attach both the sheets, then send it to the email. Okay, वो होता है ना उसमें हमें right sir. Okay, so I will take more names for the GSL. All those who have already spoken can also speak. Get their names added. And this GSL is basically going to happen tomorrow. Okay, so you can add your names. Tomorrow also I will take names. And so I will take UK, followed by Morocco. Then I take Sweden. Yes. Reply sheet. Is the format not visible yet? Okay. Next I take France, Germany, and others I take tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. All right. So what we are going to do right now is I'll be looking for some motions for an unmoderated caucus session. Before that, I'll give you some feedback. We'll have an unmod for around 10 minutes in which you can decide the moderated caucus topics for tomorrow so that you can prepare your speeches today only at your home, and that would again be followed by a short briefing session of the day. Okay? Yeah, no, not right now. Right now I'll speak in there. Yeah. One topic is okay, the first thing, here, everyone, yeah, on me. The first thing, the first mistake that you all are doing is that do not read the executive book. Do not read your favorite delegate. We are not here to share greetings. Right? You're already wasting your 5 to 10 seconds for that. Okay, that's the first thing. Second, when you are speaking, I told you in the beginning as well, keep 30 seconds in spare for PUI. And if you're sharing the time with another delegate, it should be done strategically. ऐसे नहीं कि मेरा मैं खड़ा हुआ सब इसको चाहिए मैंने को कि she wants to agree to it. It should not happen like that. And then what's the use of it? The person who's sharing your time is getting extra marks, but you are not getting any marks out of it. It should be a strategic sharing of the time, so that the person who's going to speak on your behalf for the time that you have given to them, the person should be speaking in your favor, or they should be speaking something related to what you have already spoken. Right? There should be a context between the two. समझ में आ रहा है सबको क्या बोल रहा हूँ मैं? Third, the questions that you are asking are way below average. Below average questions. Some people are simply asking a question that requires a yes or no in an answer. Do you support terrorism? Obviously, everyone is going to say no. you have to elaborate on this? Do you have to elaborate? What are the actions that your country has taken? I mean, you are giving an opportunity to the other person to explain about the measures of that country. Obviously, इतना research ना हो तो निकल क्या आएगा? इतना तो पता ही होगा. What are the actions that my country has taken? Right? So आपको उन्हें अपनी बात रखने के लिए और opportunity दे रहे हो. The question should be framed in a manner that the other person who is going to answer them should find it difficult to answer. Got it? They should also be factual in nature. Like I told you in the beginning, every word that comes out of your mouth should be based on F, D, and A. Nothing apart from that. So if the question is backed by some research, some report that you have quoted, some data that you have quoted, it might be a little difficult for the other person to answer. Right? Understood?
I'll give you a short unmod for around 10 minutes. After that, I'll also explain some things about the main agenda. Some things that you have missed in your speeches so that you can prepare those points by tomorrow. Okay, so we'll be having a 10 minutes of unmod. During that unmoderated caucus session, you are going to decide for the moderated caucus topics for tomorrow. Alright? Mod topics for tomorrow. Understood? How many? 3. At least. 3 for tomorrow. 3 mod talks for tomorrow. And one of them must be related to some solutions that you take in the end. Understood? You want to ask something? Stand up. After the speech, yes, there. See, definitely, guys, silence, please. Listen to me. When someone's asking a question, listen to her. Yes, India. So, definitely, the question should be related to the speech. If not to the speech, should be related to the country. If not to the country, should be related to the main agenda. Yeah, sure, you can do that. Okay. The context should be in terms of the country and the main agenda. Yes.
Register for the second round of GSL for
Yeah, I take everyone's GSL, second round of GSL, I take tomorrow. Everyone will get a chance to speak. So that means of fairness, transparency, the opportunities. Yeah. Yeah.
So the person register more anyways, he or she will get the
That you have to decide. That's upon you how many people you will convince. Okay. Alright, so should we go into an unmod right now? Okay, on the discretion of the executive board, I am giving you a 10 minutes of unmoderated caucus session. You are allowed to move here and there and discuss amongst yourselves. I need 3 topics after this for tomorrow. Okay? And the floor for the chits is closed right now. With chits hands, you can keep it with you and give tomorrow.
Delegates, जिन लोगों ने अभी चिट्स लिख दी है ना, वो अपने चिट्स ले लो।
Thanks so much.
टाइम बचा तो फिर POI करेंगे, ठीक है? नहीं तो GS is recognize the presence of the moderator of AIPPM. इससे बात क्या है? So he is one of the most senior members of the circuit. आपको पता ही होगा. Is my senior, my mentor also. एक जो भी लोग हैं, मैं सर ने और किया. मेरे लिए ऐसे स्पोर्ट होगा. आने वाले टाइम में. चलो. चलो अब देखो एजेंडा है तुम्हारा एंटी टेररिज्म राइट वो कौन सी मीटिंग कॉल से हमारे क्रॉस बॉर्डर दो मीटिंग कॉल्स कौन कौन से वो ब्लॉक्स कौन से हमारे ग्लोबल लेवल पे क्रॉस बॉर्डर के दो ब्लॉक्स कौन से यूएस और कोरिया यूएस और रशिया दो ब्लॉक से मानते हैं सब लोग क्रॉस ग्रुप हाँ दो ब्लॉक्स का मतलब होता है यूएसए का एक ब्लॉक यूएसए हैज सम कंट्रीज जो कि यूएसए के सपोर्ट में रहते हैं रशिया का अपना एक ब्लॉक है रशिया हैज सम अदर कंट्रीज जो कि रशिया के सपोर्ट में रहते हैं so that group of countries known as Russian bloc USA के जो सात कंट्रीज हैं that group of countries is known as USA bloc so these are the two blocks ठीक है अब ये क्या है क्या बोलते हैं इसको west बोलते हैं ना राइट और यहाँ पे आ जाता है हमारा east यहाँ पे क्या पड़ता है हमारा बीच में जहाँ पे यूक्रेन वगैरह है इसको क्या बोलते हैं यूरोप और यूरोप से थोड़ा इस साइड को आ जाए तो राइट साइड मिडिल ईस्ट ठीक है मिडिल ईस्ट में रिसेंटली क्या क्या इशू एक तो इजराइल पैलेस्टाइन इजराइल और पैलेस्टाइन का इशू दूसरा इराक का इशू चल रहा है इराक एंड ईरान सीरिया का इशू चल रहा है यूक्रेन ठीक है तो यूक्रेन एंड रशिया का एक चीज छूट गया थोड़ा सा मेरे को सवाल भाई इतना पाएंगे तो पाकिस्तान के बाजू में कौन किसी गवर्नमेंट है पाकिस्तान साथ ही पाकिस्तान ऐसे प्लेस पर जो उधर पाकिस्तान में आगे सकते हैं चलो ये 6 मेन मुद्दे हैं इसके बारे में किसी ने भी बात नहीं की किसी ने भी टच किया बहुत ऊपर से एक दो लोगों ने कुछ कुछ बोला होगा मैं जो बात कर रहा हूँ मैं बात कर रहा हूँ इन चीजों को लेके टेररिज्म के ऊपर कोई डेटा कोड किया कितने लोगों ने किया 1 2 3 4 5 6 अच्छा आप सबने किया है वेट को POI नहीं बात कर रहा हूँ मैं सीट्स में भी नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मैं सरकाटम सीट्स में ये लोगों ने किया है चलो मैं क्लियर तो आपको पता होगा what I'm trying to say GSA करेक्ट बहुत कम लोगों ने ये सारे इश्यूज को रेज किया ये 6 मेजर इश्यूज हैं जो इस समय काउंटर टेररिज्म से रिलेटेड ऑनगोइंग राइट एंड जो मेजर कंट्रीज इनसे रिलेटेड है neither did they talk about it I did not see USA talking about Russia or UK talking about Russia about the Russia-Ukraine war the acts of terrorism that are committed, the acts of violation of human rights that are committed, violation of the international conventions that are based on terrorism. Why? Each and every one is just talking about what my country has done. एक रिपोर्ट पढ़ी है वो ग्लोबल टेररिज्म इंडेक्स की, वही सबको कोट कर रहे हैं, हमारी कंट्री ने ऐसा किया, हमारी कंट्री ने वैसा किया, बस. You guys are diplomats over there. When we come to this stage, when we come to UN, we talk about geopolitics, not the national politics. सिर्फ ये नहीं बताना कि मेरी कंट्री क्या करती है. You also have to target some countries. You also have to say global level पे who is facilitating terrorism. बढ़ावा कौन देगा? क्या steps लेने चाहिए हमें उसे काउंटर करने के लिए? Right? So कल जब आप लोग पढ़ोगे, first of all read what are the international laws that are related to terrorism. Second of all read where are these laws being violated. Third of all, the major ongoing issues: Israel and Palestine, rather Israel and Hamas, Russia and Ukraine, Syria, Afghanistan, Iraq. Read about those things, and then also read आपकी कंट्री से वो कैसे related. Are these friendly issues? Or are these not friendly issues? How are you going to approach towards them in your speeches? Find data related to all these issues, quote that data, use that data in your favor. Find global data on terrorism, then use that data in your favor. See कि कौन सी countries किस टाइप के terrorism को facilitate कर रही है. तो आपकी कंट्री पे अगर अटैक हो रहा है तो उसके पीछे कौन सी कंट्री हो सकती है? There have been reports, no? Russia funding Afghanistan, USA funding Pakistan. नहीं है? पढ़ी है कि नहीं? जाओगे देखोगे तो पता चलेगा. इन सब चीजों की बात कौन करेगा? जो चीजें आप लोग बता रहे हो तो सॉल्यूशंस की स्पीच में बताना है. हमारी कंट्री ने क्या किया है या क्या कर सकते हैं. Okay, so keep this in mind when you come tomorrow. Right? अभी जो आपको बताया, मीटिंग्स मत करो, धीरे धीरे आप start with the speech. EOIs, crisp, specific, to the point, factual in nature, and difficult to answer. I hope what के topics decided है. Right? Most probably we will not be having EOIs in the mod. However, अगर time बचता है, तो I will see you. If we go by the ROPs, तो EOIs नहीं होते हैं mod, है ना? We will follow the ROPs also. Still time रहेगा तो देखना. Okay? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to ask? चलो ठीक है, रैप अप कर लेंगे यहाँ पे. कोई क्वेश्चन है किसी को? एजेंडा तो सेम ही रहेगा. मॉडरेटेड टॉपिक्स का जो टॉपिक होगा वो चेंज होगा. उसमें वो आपने सबने आपस में डिसाइड किया है, वो एक बार सबसे पूछ लो.
line out